Hi traders, welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. Before we take a look at the markets and charts, of course, please take a look at my ecs.SWAT method if you're interested in knowing how I tackle the markets. This simple strategy here and methods is worth your attention. More courses, more strategies, and an ebook are coming up in the next week, so join before that is released and get a free copy of that 600-page ebook there with a lot of useful tips and tricks. Let's take a look at the charts though right now. All right, euro dollar seemed to be breaking below the double bottom here at 109.25, but then actually went up on Friday, which is a typical kind of profit-taking day. Let's take a look at the weekly candle though to get more info, and that has a little bit of wick. Ultimately though, still a bearish candle. So it's a little bit leaning towards the downside with the HMA down as well. But yeah, the double bottom still intact, 109.25, still not broken. But considering this pressure and considering the bearish pressure and considering the downtrend channel, I think that there's a likely chance that the price will push through that level. Let's see what kind of chances there are though of a retracement first of all before we get that break perhaps. Now, looking at the 4-hour chart, I think that there is an upside here. So if price does move up higher, then I think there's a fair chance, let's say if it breaks above this 109.50 area, 109.60, there's a fair chance of price going up to the round level, I think, of 110 and testing the previous resistance. For the moment, this is looking like a bull flag with momentum up. I wouldn't want to trade it to the upside personally, but if it does move higher, I think it would be looking good for a bearish bounce at 109.75, 110. I'll keep an eye on bearish candlesticks there. And if it then bounces and then breaks through this support trend line later on after the bounce, like this, so if it moves up, looking for bearish candlestick patterns in here, and then if it moves lower, I'm looking for a breakout to the downside. Now, if it doesn't get up higher, and if it breaks right away below 109.25, there could be an immediate breakout. But what I'll be looking for is a break, pullback, and then a continuation personally before trading it. This breakout could work out okay, but I'm still a little bit skeptical for a false break. So maybe I shouldn't be, but I would rather wait for the break and pullback and continuation. Then I would gladly trade it to 108.50, 108, 107.50. I think are the potential targets here for the euro dollar downside. So I'm certainly open to an immediate break of the double bottom. But I need to see a little bit more confirmation. If it doesn't push through 109.25, then maybe price will go up higher. First of all, as I said, 109.75, 110, I think are the key levels to keep an eye on. 110.25 is the very max here. And those could be bouncing spots. And then a continuation lower, is likely, of course, upon the break of the trend line and the break of 109.25. All right, so bearish, but keeping an eye on the break and whether price could retrace deeper first. Pound dollar looks a little bit more bullish to me because to me an ABC correction has been finished. So far we've been pretty spot on with the pound dollar. Upside here, upside here, downside from here, upside from here, downside from here, upside from here actually as well. So catching every twist and turn here on the pound. And at this moment, I think that this looks like the weakness of price to break this bottom indicates perhaps a wave B. So if we get a breakout candle here, it could be a good start of wave C and the end of wave B, and maybe there will be an ABC back, for instance, to the 144 EMA. There is divergence between these bottoms, and the lower lows are not going as far anymore. So there is a good channel, but if that channel breaks, and that could happen soon, then that could indicate the end of that downside, the end of a wave 5 of C. This being A here once again, this B, and this being 5 of C. And I think that could complete the complex correction of W, and that this ABC could be basically an A of a bigger kind of correction of X. So maybe an ABC here, back up, and then again a downside. So it could become a little bit more complex, maybe more difficult to trade because of that in the next weeks. But pound dollar moving so far very nicely. I like the price movement so far very much compared to the euro dollar, much better so far. And I think it's just good price movement, a lot of momentum, and clear price patterns and price paths and movements so far. So I like it. I think a move up to 123.75, 124, excuse me. First target, that could be a bouncing spot, but then I would expect one more upside. Let's put a fib on the 4-hour chart here to see what to expect. And I'm expecting price to go up to the 38.2 fib at 123.88. So if I do trade it to the upside here, that's my target. That could be a bouncing spot. Then I expect about halfway, probably 61.8 fib to hold and move up to this 61.8 fib here at the 124.60. And I think that could be a bouncing spot for downside, maybe back down to the target here. In that case, if that happens, we'll put a fib from here to here. And I'm looking for price. Now we had a 50 fib bounce, as you can see. I'll be looking for price to hit the minus 272 target and the 61.8 fib retracement level. Confluence there at 121.90-ish there. So up, down, up, down for the moment, and then probably up again. Maybe looking a little bit too far ahead, but that's basically what I'm looking for here on the pound dollar in the next days and perhaps even weeks. So let's see. If it does fail here, there's a big wick, then it could be it could be that price still extends lower. If it breaks through this trend line, breaks through this fractal, that would be a breakout in my view. And it could be an immediate follow through if it pushes through 122.80-ish. And there could be an immediate follow through down to 121.90. Be careful of 122.50, but there could be more momentum than in that case. If the bulls hold control though above 123-ish, I think there's a fair chance of a move up to 123.80. 123.90-ish. All right, that's my view for the moment though. Update again on Thursday. Nanette has his weekly recap later today that will be also uploaded to YouTube, of course, of the Elite Currency channel. And above all, wish you great trading. See you very soon. Cheers.